Hey dudes and dudettes, Kyle or Epic here with another episode of Epic FAQ. And the comment question winner from the last video is by Mikhail Golonka. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I feel bad if I made fun of you. Or if you thought I made fun of you. Anyways, he says, "Hi Epic, some people thinks that parkour and freerunning is vandalism. How change someone's mind about it? Do you ever meet with someone screaming, Vandal?" It's got 50 likes. Pretty good question, actually. I think I covered this on an older video about getting kicked out of spots for doing parkour and free running and such. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put an annotation of the video somewhere so you guys can check it out for yourself. That has like my bigger, deeper thoughts. But honestly, because what we do is still not yet 100% mainstream. Like, it's almost damn hard to find somebody who doesn't know what gymnastics is. But unfortunately, we can't exactly say the same for free running or parkour or tricking. If you say parkour, they'll be like, "Par what? Huh? Free who?" So I don't know. It can kind of people just they don't know about it yet. So when they see it, because not many other types of movements in general like involve using the urban environment really. There's like planking and stuff like that, but I mean that's not like considered dangerous unless you're like up high, you're gonna fall, you know what I'm talking about. But because what we do involves running up walls and things like that, people might see us as, you know, abusing public property or private property or trespassing. There's things that they can slap us with, retarded stuff, and using, you know, equipment that wasn't, you know, given to us or that we didn't have permission to use, things like that. And obviously, we know we don't want to destroy the equipment. We want it to last as long as possible so we can play on it forever and ever and ever. But the hardest part is finding a way, which is what you're asking, how to basically explain that to somebody, especially somebody who like comes right out of the bat just going like, "Ah! Get down from there! What are you doing? I ought to sue your ass for stepping on my property," or "This is private property, get out of here, I'm gonna call the police," and stuff like that. And sometimes you'll get that. But you have to remind yourself, what is one place taken away from the rest of the world? Sure, that spot can be amazing, but maybe talk to them about it. Be professional. Don't be a dickhead and be like, "Ah, well, fuck you too, you little asshole. I don't like you because you're telling me to leave." That's not going to help anything. The way I see it, when somebody asks me what I'm doing, all I say is movement with obstacles. You can say anything you want as long as it doesn't have to do with climbing buildings, jumping roof to roofs. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine if you're a security guard and you hear some kids saying, we climb, you know, we jump roof to roofs. We climb big walls and stuff like that. Like, how is that going to make you feel? Like, well, damn, if you guys get hurt on this property and you're not old enough to, like, you know, make your own decisions, your parents could sue us. And that's, like, a big liability. That's, like, the biggest thing about it. That's, you know, everybody goes through this. But the worst thing you could do is just retaliate back with a negative attitude. One, you give the whole art of motion, what we do, a horrible name by being an asshole back. But two, you don't actually give yourself the chance to practice explaining what it is that we do. You can say it's physical exercise using obstacles. You could say it's a new way of conditioning, but you're just using the environment. You could say you're just playing with obstacles, anything with obstacles. And you can make it sound philosophical. Sometimes if you come with a philosophical approach, they might be like, that's very interesting. But don't think that doing so, that explaining it perfect, even if you explain it like to the T, where they understand, doesn't exactly mean that they're going to let you continue playing or come back. You still have to accept the fact that they're running a company, they're running a business, and they're also a human being just like you, and you don't want to like cause any like confusion, you don't want to like, you know, you don't want to cause any trouble. So, when people ask you to leave, be respectful and leave. The less trouble, the more likely they'll be open to having you come back whenever you talk to them and work something out. Like, okay, we'll let you train here as long as you stay off of the roofs, or as long as you stay out of this area, or you can play in this specific spot, but please, I would appreciate it if you could stay away from that area. When people talk to you like that as an athlete, and you talk them out, and you just work something together, and you just figure something out together where you have no problems, where you have compromise, things can go pretty smoothly. I've seen a lot of people who have experienced this. Not everybody has. Not everybody's going to be willing, so there are going to be some assholes out there who are misunderstanding, but the worst thing you could do, like I said, is retaliate. Don't give what we do a bad name. Give it shed light on it. If somebody's an asshole, let them be an asshole. Be the bigger person. Have the courage to turn around and walk away from something that no longer serves you, grows you, brings a positive experience to your life, and just walk away. But like I said, what is one place taken away from the rest of the world? Well, Ryan Doyle said in the very beginning of when parkour started getting big, the world is a playground. So, again, I remind you, just because you get one place taken away doesn't mean you can find another spot. There are spots everywhere. There's a curb. You can play with a freaking curb. You can do parkour on a curb. If you're a tricker, all you need is open space. So, what is one little patch of grass taken away from the local park where there's a bigger field with a lot more space where you can have actual jam or gathering, So keep that in mind. There's my 50 cents into that bit. I wouldn't say 2 cents, but it's a lot more than 2 cents worth. Hopefully that helped you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Take great care. May the next best question win, and stay positive.